Gaming is evil programming. Bro, did you know that God hates any person who loves or likes violence? Is this violence? So you're telling me everything I did my entire career is violence? Because the reality is, I had to train way too hard and study way too much and drill 10, 15 hours a day to learn my craft and play the game with other people. How do you strengthen the shin? Kick it. Kick the bag every day, kicking the shin, repetition, then work up to, you know what I mean? You sit there, and I don't like banging the shins together, but big thing is really kicking that heavy bag and then the rolling pin to deaden the nerves. A lot of thigh liniment while you're doing such things. And I'm not really trying to kick poles and shit, but kicking the bag and then running the stick, running like a rolling pin, a wooden rolling pin down your shins, iron out all the bubbles. That'll pretty much do it. That'll definitely do it for you. But then again, at the same token, what you see what they're going through is you got to be careful when you kick because the top of that foot still busts. So, I mean. Oh, Sarah, yeah, jumping upstairs helps probably, well, building that big ass muscle in the front of your shin, and then of course your calves. Man, get on a pair of rollerblades. That'll build the shit out of the front of your shins. Oh, nice little stutter step. Let me see here. Ready? Here it goes. Bip. Wait, no. See, it goes back too far. There it is. Damn. Watch him move. Just look at the way he moves and shifts between his feet. Shifts the weight real quick. Look at that. God damn, are you serious? He feinted a skip kick, then splits back. Look at this. He got this kid hopping all over the place. Blip, blip, what? Bam. He has that boy hopping everywhere. He's so small against this kid, man. This kid's tall as hell. Good kick. There's that liver shot. See, I like how he does that. How, again, with his lead hand, he swats. He just does like a little turn. So you're trying to, he turns the glove. So your focus is on, why are you smacking my glove down? Or when you try to turn them real quick, right? Just a little turn. They instantly, their first reaction is they want to come back. Like, why are you turning me? Bam, and you're kicking. Turn, pop, and you kick. So that's why when you do something light like that, you're putting yourself in position rather than you see where some people, they swing and they take themselves out of position. They got to come back. That's the idea here. He's just little swat that hand, bam, and setting up and shifting. It's so cool, man. The little moves, boom, bang. Because the first thing you swat that hand, he's going to bring it back, right? Buying like just that little bit of time. That's the filler that I was talking about. When you're trying to add in things and just give a filler, give them something to focus on for a second while you make your movement and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's like the feint, boom, feint. So, you know what I'm saying? Jab, feint, hook. Give them that filler instead of just going like this, jab, hook, where you just use your arm, jab, flinch, boom, and then you're setting up, right? And that's the idea, pop. So that's what I always say when I said add in a filler to help you transition while you're give them the birdie or give them the birdie to look at while you adjust your weight so that you can land a power shot. Make sense? See, I like that right there. Like how he literally just flicked that hand. He said boop boop. The way he circles, gosh. Last time somebody sent me a link in chat, it ended up being a big old ding dong. No can do. Post the link, swordsman. Post the link. Bernardo, dude. I gotta say it, Bernardo. Oh my God, Bernardo. That's so crazy, that name. Fucking fuck. Fucking fuck. Fucking fuck. That is awesome. That's what I get. That was awesome. I ain't gonna lie. That was tight. He is ripping this kid with just the circles and the left hand. He just keeps circling around that shoulder and just firing that left hand. It's perfect. Shut up. Almost spilt it. You see that uppercut? Watch this uppercut. Dear God. Dude, that was, oh my God, that was badass. Boom! See, swats and just that left hand. Swat, left hand. He just crushing this kid with that. So he just keeps smacking it, and he steers it. You see how he steers it? And then he moves that way, and then all of a sudden, so now my man gets swatted, and he's got to go back to where he was, only you're already off to the side. You've already hit the angle. Would I have a shot against Tim Sylvia in my prime? Well, number one, he's my teammate, so we'd never have that issue. But number two, me being me in my prime when I was the world champion, I think I could beat anybody. So naturally, I would be like, sure, let's find out. You know what I mean? Back in the day, I'd be like, yeah, let's find out. I'd try to fight anything. I didn't care. But again, he was my teammate. I'm just saying in general. I was never going to let anybody see he's too big. Nah, I'm too dumb. Look, it just slaps every time he slaps. And you know, if you notice too, that's how he also does the weight shift. When he slaps, it's kind of how he kickstarts and puts the weight right here. Boom. See, and then here it comes. Hooah! Would I have fought Brock? I would have, okay, look, I would have fought anybody they told me to. It probably wouldn't have ended well. It might have hurt, but if that's what they wanted me. You got to remember, at one time when I was first coming up, there was no weight class and no time limits and no rules. I mean, what's the difference fighting a guy at 225 when other dudes would be like, you know what I mean? When the other dudes would sit there in 170, they were huge too. You know what I mean? The universe isn't expanding. It's just running from Artem. That's awesome. Evil bastard. No, really though, Miller, that's the rest of my name. Little Evil is the short version. What up, still, Ryan? What up, Ryan? My name is Ooey, aren't you a little evil bastard? That's the original name. Ooey, ain't you a little evil bastard this morning? I'm like, oh my God, little evil bastard. And then I shortened it down. I shortened it down to just Little Evil, then L-I-L-E, then Little Evil. But it started out with, ooey, ain't you a little evil bastard? The real question is, would you have fought Yoel Romero? If I was in that weight class and they told me to, then most F. What am I going to do? The worst that can happen is you go out there and try, man. I mean, you go out there and give it a shot. You're one punch away. You're one punch away from winning the fucker. You know? I mean, so why not? Give it a whirl. Hips. Learn how to turn. Learn how to use your body. Well, think about it. Same thing like when you're throwing, like, when the baseball, swinging a bat. You know what I mean? Swinging the bat, just utilizing just the way you turn everything and then like how you can compact it, right? when you're wrestling, everything is about, especially there were certain wrestlers that were really solid, really hard to move. Then you get those scramble wrestlers that can really just do some wild, you know what I mean? Get in there and do some crazy stuff. So it just depends. But I think that's the big, it's without a doubt, it's utilizing your entire body and being able to do it in such a short, compact way. Again, you look at the way Tyson could turn it over when you're putting your whole body behind it, but it's a nice short bang, you know what I mean? Just a quick boom. You know what I mean? Oh no, Miller Lite. I'm laughing, bro. It's funnier than shit. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Shit's hilarious. But like I said, I'm tripping on this other one that just comes right in and starts talking about a book from 18 years ago, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm just done. I'm done with the closet people, man. Anyway, so but that's what it is. You just turn. And then but I'm saying be able to turn that whole body, but it's really short, right? But to have that whole body just bam, pop, and just be able to pop real quick and just bang, and just hit and put everything together. And it's kind of how at that last second, where it just, with the way it meets, bang, and you put everything together. That's adding that in, kind of make, you know what I mean? People just can hit hard, but giving yourself the opportunity, but being able to do it in really short, in a really short, compact way, and that's, you know what I mean? That's what causes a lot of, like, makes it scary. What makes Mike Tyson so scary? He could get inside and hit you with a shot you never even seen coming, and it could probably shatter half the side of your head when he did it, right? He makes the brain. You see what I'm saying? Gaming is evil programming. Bro, did you know that God hates any person who loves or likes violence? Is this violence? So you're telling me everything I did my entire career is violence? Because the reality is, I had to train way too hard and study way too much and drill 10, 15 hours a day to learn my craft and play the game with other people. Everyone who competes in the games trains with strict discipline. They do it for a crown that is perishable. But we do it for a crown that is imperishable. I did it for a different reason. For me, anyways. It's simpler, though. For me, is I did it to change my name. It's not about judging. I'm just saying I fought to change my name. Because God gave me a man that shoved a shotgun in my mouth when I was 5 years old. God gave me a piece of shit. And then named me after him. So I became a fighter so that I was already a fighter. I just wanted to change my name. And that's it. But I hear what you're saying. I'm in it. I'm with you. But that's just what I'm saying. You know, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. No, none of them. No, they would. I'm sure gaming, evil programming, Miller Lite, I would almost guarantee would say that to my face. Because if they're religious and they believe the way that they believe, of course they would. They're not saying anything negative. He's just saying. You know what I mean? Oh, hell yes. Look at this shit. Sam Greco versus Jean-Claude Loyer. Ah, Loyer.
Versus Sam Greco on Streetbeefs.
Straight out of Mortal Kombat. 100% Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat voice. The whole idea. The whole idea.
試合が始まりました。サム・グレゴ対ジャン・クロード。前回冷静の試合です。
1997 K1. Ooh.
1ラウンドからずっと攻められてですね、やられてたんですけども、今キックですね。
He got kicked in the satchel? He got blipped in the satchel already? The fans getting extremely respectful. Extremely respectful. Yeah, they're amazing. I mean, Oh yeah, and I closed out all my fights, Selector, so I can't go to any of them no more. So I was trying to close all my tabs because evidently I've been running a bundle of them. So I'm trying to do no tab, like no tab gens right now. But like I said, listen to this. Look at the size. Look at the size of the crowd, and hear how quiet it is. Of course they're respectful. It's like watching Wimbledon. And then they just, you know what I mean? Oh, what a right hand! Oh, Sam's not playing. Oh, that uppercut, baby justice. That uppercut hook. Boom, boom. Oh my goodness. Now you see how that, watch. See how when he throws the rear uppercut, all right? Hold on one sec. There, now see? When he throws this rear uppercut, now look, when he throws it, okay? He throws the rear uppercut, boom. Look at where all his weight is. He shifted. All his weight is right here. And now look how the body's turned. And then he's just going to make it extra. That's how you turn your, it's almost like turning your lead hand into your rear, you know what I mean? Uppercut, now load, 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 load. And he gets to come back as he comes twisted across, right? So here he is. He'll throw with the rear, and he's loaded here, yeah? Boom. Yeah, he's getting away with it. That's exactly, Gerald. So what's happening is Jean-Claude, he's making sure his hands are up because he's not trying to get caught by any of these. That's why it's cool sometimes to go out there and just throw some devastating punches, make them respect them right off the bat, and then you can start adding that game in, boom, and they start flinching. Now you can add in feints, and they start to, you see them bite, and that's how you know it's like, okay, now that it's starting to really work in your favor. When they start flinching instead of counter punching, or they start trying to do this, they're more worried about what you're doing than what they're doing. That becomes a good thing. Man, like right there, when he fired this. Dude, oh. He must not be a liver puncher. He must not like the liver. Because there it was. He could have fired that left into the guts. Not subscribed on YouTube? What the boom! Boy, he just stepped right into that shit, didn't he? Straight right hand. Boom. Boom. Ah, that's straight right. So now we were talking about, somebody asked me in the very beginning about confidence being important. Look at Sam, look at his confidence. And that's what happens, right? When we first get out there in that fight, that's what's so fun to watch. Like, again, we watch Khabib and Ferguson when the fight starts. It's going to be so much fun to watch and see who takes over, who starts to impose their will, and watch the other person, quote unquote, bend and start to react and flinch to what they're doing and just get overwhelmed. Then it's like, can they get it back? What I always say that to when I'm cornering somebody is, it's like taking a stone and you're pushing it uphill and you're taking small steps. So it's little things, the way that you circle, just the way you throw these punches, throw a good hard one into the glove and deliberately miss, but make them feel it and be like, oh my, so they start worrying about it, right? And then, but then to be able to go in there and boom. That's exactly Miller Lite. Tony he's got a phenomenal mindset, which is he's basically batshit crazy when it comes to conditioning and fitness, which is what's going to make this so much fun. When you get two wheels that won't bend, that's when you start to see the most buck wild fight on the planet. And shit starts to get crazy. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm after. And that's what's so cool about it. So that's what's so much fun watching it. But again, so confidence, the more you start, look, it's just like anything else. You stick your hand out to that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then people start getting more and more confident. And I used to have, that was the issue, like with me, like some of the fights that I lost, the losing streak and like that would be, one of the things is I knew one guy, he was so scared, and then he just came out there and it's up to you to go out there and derail him real quick. And so that they don't, but they go out there and like, bang, and it works, and then boom, boom, it works, and then it just starts to steamroll and steamroll. So it'll be a lot of fun to watch these guys, you know what I mean, to watch them, Nips with the follow T-Wild, man, and to watch them just fight it out, you know what I mean, Nips 91 alt. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. And so who do you have my money on? I'm going to go with Khabib just because it's Khabib. I just love his style. I just love his style. I want to see that wrestling style take, you know what I mean? He's going to hit him with the 10 planet moves, and he might. And it could happen. And it could be, you know what I'm saying? You never know. He's definitely the most dangerous. He's definitely the most dangerous opponent with everything that he has. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he has, everything that he moves, everything that he throws, he's got everything. His in-close game, his open guard, his conditioning, that's what's going to make this so much fun. And he's just got a little bit of that. Trump is an old New Yorker that put on a lot of Tyson's fights in the buildings. He loves fights. I won my time. See, nope, because last time I said this, I got in so much trouble. People started messaging me, calling my kids half-breed and everything else. But I won my belt in the Tump Taj Mahal. Oh, you do so, bro? See, Atlantic City's where it all started. That's when it was crazy. We were finally away. We were no longer in Lake Charles, Louisiana. It's like, hey, we're moving up in the world, man. We're gonna be fighting at the Trump Palace, whatever it's called, right there. And he said, and I said, ooh, we moving up. We're gonna be in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, and then we figured we'd be in Vegas someday soon because Larry Hazard Sr. and the boxing and everything in Atlantic City. We knew that it was gonna be one step away from making it to Vegas, right? You gotta remember, I'm that old in the game of UFC. And yeah, the Tump Taj Mahal, and is where I fought at. And they turned it into a Hard Rock hotel and casino. Damn. But so that's when we made it to Atlantic City. We knew that it was just a matter of time, right, before they were going to get into Vegas. So it's pretty cool. But half breeds are the best breeds. Well, that's the thing, Kuda. So when the individual came in and slammed me, how dare you like Trump? How dare you do this? He's like, your kids are fucking half breeds. And I'm going, look, man, I'm not getting into this political war with you. All I'm saying is I won my belt at the Tump Taj Mahal. That he's a big time fan of MMA. But he didn't do it in here. He made sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, you know what I mean? And Facebook, and he was messaging me and all of them, letting me know that my kids are half breeds. So how dare I do that? I'm like, well, but I don't understand. I don't understand the idea behind half breeds. I'm like, I don't get what you're saying. Yeah, he blew up. Yeah, he was blowing up Curse Lab the whole time, DMing him. He was so pissed, and I'm like, look, I am not getting into this political shit. I go, I'm not doing it. I go, but this is where I got my belt. This is what I did, and yeah, it was crazy. But I never understood the whole idea of half breeds. I'm like, what do you mean half breeds? They're half me and half my wife. I go, they're full fucking us. They're full family. You know what I mean? They're full. It didn't make no sense. He does love MMA, and he always has, and he's always been behind it. The fights, yeah, well, you got to, okay, Snow Bro, remember, the sport went from it was banned in all but 3 states. Louisiana, you know what I mean? Louisiana we were allowed to be down in New Orleans and stuff like that. So we were literally at this little place, Lake Charles, Louisiana. We stayed at this small hotel, and there was like I can't remember the goddamn, a Waffle House next to it. I'm not bullshitting you. And then they would bus us into New Orleans and shit like that. But we're only legal in 3 states. And then when it made it to Atlantic City and we got to fight in the Tump Taj Mahal, think about how that stands in the world of MMA when we're trying to get up there and we're in one of the boxing's, you know, I mean, obviously Vegas is like the fight capital of the world, but you got they're the second, you know what I mean? They're the second biggest fight capital around. And at the time, so it was big for MMA to be able to get there. And you knew it was going to happen when Dana White, you know, and them showed up and they bought the UFC. We're like, we know it's just a matter of time You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time before we get to Vegas. And so that's how it's going to be so big. And, you know what I mean? Look at him. Here comes Greco. Here comes. Oh. Yellow's throwing a little slow. He's throwing a little slow. Boom. Yellow's throwing a little slow. A little slow. Jesus, he knocked the fucking tooth out of his mouth. Whatever that is flying. Look at, what's that thing flying? Or he literally knocked the snot out of him. That might be one of the hardest punches I've ever seen. I don't even want to see him hit the floor. Look at, head down. It's like I hit John. It's like I hit John Lewis. Boom! Everything. Look at everything into that punch. It's like throwing a fucking baseball. Only there's a glove at the end of it. Boom!